What's up Moto Nexthub fam? Today we're diving deep into one of the most exciting middleweight sport bikes you can buy in 2026, the Honda CBR650RR. A bike that blends everyday usability with sharp sport bike DNA. We'll break down everything from performance, design, tech, comfort, price, broken bar, and most importantly what makes it stand out in today's competitive 650 class. Let's get started. Chapter 1. The Context Legacy, 0:30 to 1 o'clock, Historic Clips of Past CBR650R, Honda Sport Bikes. Narration: Honda's CBR650R has been around for well over a decade, and with each update it's cemented itself as a true middleweight sport bike, a great all-rounder for street riders and weekend canyon crashers alike. For 2026, Honda hasn't reinvented the wheel, but it refines it smartly, keeping everything that works and giving it a fresh look. IDRSS $1.5 Visordone. Chapter 2, Power Performance, 1 o'clock to 2:30, Cut to engine shots, revving, sound clips. Narration: At the heart of the CBR650RR sits a 649cc, liquid-cooled, stock inline-four that's all about that high-revving Honda heritage. Rated at around 94 horsepower at 12,000 revolutions per minute and 63 Nm of torque at 9,500 revolutions per minute, this motor loves to be revved hard but is also smooth and tractable through the mid-range, perfect for both spirited rides and daily commuting. IDRSS $1.5 Auto Evolution Plus 1. 6-speed gearbox with optional Honda e-clutch. No clutch lever needed for shift, but the lever still works if you want it. Assist, slipper clutch smooths out downshifts and adds confidence on aggressive corner entries. Fuel economy is solid too. Honda claims over 300 kilometers on a single tank, thanks to a 15.4 liters fuel capacity and efficient engine mapping. IDRSS $1.5 Total motorcycle, on-screen graphic, power numbers comparison versus rivals. Narration: In a class where many bikes chase peak to or slow down, the CBR650RR is all about revs and fun. If you love an engine that screams beautifully as you climb the revs, this is your jam. Chapter 3, Chassis, Handling, Ride Quality, 2:30 to 3:30, Shots, Riding Twisties, Suspension Close-ups. Narration: Honda pairs the engine with a steel diamond frame that balances rigidity and agility. Up front are 41mm show a separate function forks, SFFBP, and at the rear is a fully adjustable monoshock, giving you a firm yet compliant ride whether you're pushing hard or cruising. IDRSS $1.5 Total motorcycle. Cast aluminum 17-inch wheels with 120/70 front 180/55 rear tires, dual 310mm front discs with radial 4-pot calipers and a 240mm rear disc are backed by dual-channel ABS and Honda selectable torque control for extra confidence on slippery surfaces. IDRSS $1.5 Torquepedia. On-screen text: Handling equals confidence control. Narration: This bike doesn't just look sporty, it feels sporty. The chassis and suspension inspire confidence. Turn it in, hold the line, and the CBR will respond crisply, yet without being too twitchy for street use. Chapter 4, Design Aesthetics, 3:30 to 5 o'clock, Montage, Static shots of body, fairing, lights, cockpit. Narration: 2026 mainly brings a fresh color palette and subtle refinements. Mechanically, the bike is carried over from the 2024-2025 model, but Honda has sharpened its visual appeal with a new matte gunpowder black metallic scheme with eye-catching accents, along with the classic Grand Prix red. IDRSS $1.5 Visordone. Design highlights: Aerodynamic full fairing inspired by Honda's higher-liter sport bikes, LED headlights and sleek tail unit giving a modern aggressive stance. Clip-on bars and rear-set foot pegs create a sporty, engaged riding position, yet not uncomfortably extreme. New 5-inch full-color TFT display with Honda Road Sync for navigation, smartphone connectivity, and customizable layouts. IDRSS $1.5 Total motorcycle, close-up, TFT screen operating road sync. Narration: This dash feels premium and intuitive, and with smartphone integration it's way more useful for daily rides than your typical analog cluster. Chapter 5, Technology Features. 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, graphics showing each tech feature. Narration: despite being a bike focused on riding purity, Honda hasn't held back on tech. Key bits: a 5-inch TFT screen with Honda Road Sync, Maps calls, IDRSS *1/2 AO Honda selectable torque control, HSTC, IDRSS *1/2 AO optional Honda e-clutch, great in traffic or touring, IDRSS *1/2 AO LED lighting, modern instruments, all premium touches that feel worth it for the money. Total motorcycle torquepedia, total motorcycle A Chapter 6, price value, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, shot, price graphics, region prices. Narration: let's talk money. In Europe, the 2026 CBR650RR is tagged as around £8, 8,799 that's roughly mid-range for a fully fledged 650 sport bike. IDRSS *1/2 visor zone prices vary by region. In Malaysia, it sits around RM 45,499 OTR. IDRSS *1/2 zig wheels. In the Philippines, the e-clutch variant is about A ± 594,000. IDRSS *1/2 zig wheels. India pricing estimates hover near a superscript 11112 lakh if, when it launches locally. IDRSS *1/2 Islamabad 2. Narration: considering the inline-4 engine, a premium TFT, Honda's electronics suite, and the build quality, the CBR650RR offers excellent bang for buck, especially if you want a bike that feels like a bigger machine but is easier to ride every day. A Chapter 7, unique selling points, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, B-roll, riding shots, close-ups, rider pov. Narration: so what really makes the 2026 Honda CBR650RR stand out? Here's the quick list: the smooth, rev-happy inline-4 that doesn't feel dated. IDRSS *1/2 the Honda e-clutch, a unique convenience feature in this class. IDRSS *1/2 the strong balance of sport and street comfort, a not too aggressive, not too soft. The modern tech with TFT and smartphone integration. IDRSS *1/2 the global appeal, a perfect bike for riders stepping up from smaller bikes or downsizing from leader class. Total motorcycle A Chapter 8, WHO is IT4, 8 o'clock to 9:30. Scene: variety of riders, a city, canyon, highway. Narration: who should seriously consider the CBR650RR? The riders wanting a fun, sporty bike that's still practical for daily use. The those who love four-cylinder character without jumping to 1000cc. The commuters who also crave weekend canyon thrills. The enthusiasts who appreciate thoughtful tech without overcomplicated ride modes, and who might look elsewhere if you only care about peak specs and race timing electronics. There are more hardcore track-focused bikes, but few blend smooth street manners with real sport bike DNA as well as this. A conclusion: 9:30 to 10 o'clock, slow cinematic shots of bike, sunset ride-out. Narration: the 2026 Honda CBR650RR may not reinvent the sport bike but it sharpened it where it mattered. With refined styling, solid performance, modern tech, and Honda reliability, it's a middleweight that punches above its weight class. Drop a comment below if you'd tried one, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Moto Nexthub reviews. And card, CTA, 10 o'clock to 10:15, and screen, subscribe, watch next videos. Social handles. Narration: thanks for watching Moto Nexthub. Stay fast, stay safe.